Do you remember the worst show of 2023? Yes, obviously I'm talking about The Idol because I don't remember watching anything as badly written as this show. So today, we'll talk about the show for a bit, and I'll be giving you some good news about the future of this show. To me, the scenario is everything while watching a show. And honestly, this photo perfectly describes the whole scenario problem with The Idol. The characters didn't have depth, and most of the scenes were filled with unnecessary amount of sex scenes, and to me, I feel like it was because they had nothing better to offer to the audience. The funny part is Sam Levinson tried to defend the show by saying sometimes things that might be revolutionary are taken too far. I think we live in a very sexualized world. It's funny because Lily Rose Depp was so sexualized that the show completely turned into a porn from time to time. Euphoria was no different in sexualizing wise, and I don't know what he was thinking while saying this to defend the show. If you watched my previous videos about The Idol, you already know how I feel about The Idol, and you know that I would love to watch Joss's storyline without any inclusion of Tedros. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against sex scenes, but I'm against over-sexualizing and using those scenes as fillers. I know this show had the potential if they stick to their original plan, which was actually a story about a pop star who tries to rebuild her career as well as discovering her identity. But according to the rumors, The Weeknd wanted to increase his screen time, and he wanted to portray his character in a lovable way so that people won't hate Tedros. Perhaps that's why, in the end of this show, we saw as if Tedros was the real victim in this show. Well, I can say that it didn't work for me, and I hate Tedros. Also, Abel's acting was poor, and it was painful for me to watch his scenes. Another thing I want to say before getting into the recent news is that the first season has ended sooner than planned. Originally, we had one more episode to go, but for some reason it ended with the 5th episode. So I guess it was obvious that the show wasn't going to be renewed for a second season. Yes, this was the good news I've been wishing to share with you, and here we are. Recently, an HBO spokesperson talked about the cancellation of The Idol and said that the show was one of HBO's most provocative original programs. Now, provocative is not enough to describe this show. All the misogyny, torture porn, and more could be shown in a different and proper way, and in the end, we could see Tedros defeated. But instead, we saw that Joss took over the control of the situation, and now Tedros was in a victim position. She could have moved on with a better life so that she would focus on her career as she always wanted. But no, we had to have Tedros, right? Anyways, the spokesperson also said that they're pleased by the strong audience response, and I don't know how they're pleased, because last time I checked, everyone hated this show, and they couldn't believe HBO did a show like this one. I believe the spokesperson tries to be cool with all the criticism, but they could have chosen different and better words instead. What do you think? Last but not least, they said that they gave a good thought and consideration into season 2, but in the end, they all decided not to move forward with a second season. According to them, in this process, HBO, the creators and producers, were on the same page, and I think they're telling the truth. After all the harsh criticism about the show, I believe they didn't want to waste their resources over a show that couldn't manage to create a loyal audience. The show was so bad that I believe the actors, producers, and creators might have career problems in the future just because people are still mad at them for making this show, but I guess time will tell. What do you think about The Idol? Do you think the show should have been renewed for a second season, or did they make the right decision? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. See you soon.